finish this race, not alone by myself, but with you. Though tough times come out my way, that we will rise and become the new God. We will stand up and rise together. We will rock into victory. Hold my hand and this day we know IQI, IQI, it's for you as it has been for me. Everyone shine. All of us is for a reason, for a leader we shine. We will stand up and rise.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to IQI Australia Friday Prop Talk. And my name is Lee, and I am your host this evening. We are broadcasting live from the world most livable number six, of course, city, which is Perth in Western Australia. Actually, I said it so many times now. People, every time when they look at me, they say, "Oh, the world." Most livable number six, most livable city. So, which is good. I have done Perth well. So we have promoted Perth to the world. Yeah. Anyway, this evening we are going to do things a little bit differently. We are going casual, so we don't have a special topic. There's no project. We are just going to spend some time and talk about some fun stuff. Actually, that's not entirely true because saying about fun stuff, you can always learn something new, get something out of our Friday prop talk. Now, with me this evening, I have two special guest speakers. I have Derek Say and Benjamin Chin with me. Both of them are, of course, from IQI Australia, and they are going to share something very fun with us. Derek is a business development manager in IQI Australia. He has been in the real estate industry for over 7 years now, Derek, or eight.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So Derek is very experienced, not only business BDM, he is also a very experienced sales agent as well. He has helped many investor and home buyer to get their properties, not only locally, and Derek actually look after quite a number of investor from Hong Kong. That's where his hometown is. So yeah, so we have Derek here, and then
Yep.
Ben, we have Ben for about over 2.5 years now with us, right, Ben?
Yes.
Ben has always been outstanding.
Yeah.
with
Just now, look at the video. I totally forgot what I'm going to talk about because that video about IQI second anniversary is band production. It's making it so nice.
Exactly. Yeah. Ben just decided that one day he's going to pick up a new hobby, and then within few months he's like producing amazing things. That's why I say he has been amazing.
Mm.
The last 2.5 years, he has bring so much um, fun and joy and food to us at IQI Australia. Yeah, very talented, and he
Yeah.
has so many home buyers, first home
Yeah.
buyers that being well supported by bank, and managed to take that one step out to get their new home or the first home, because with all the support that bank given them, they have that confidence to go ahead and get their first home, and also starting investing as well. So that is our band here. Yeah. But anyway, this evening, what are we going to talk about? I
We're
know
going
this.
to talk about North Fremantle. Yeah.
Yes,
we
it's not
don't we don't talk about the
Fremantle.
project. We talk about the suburb here today. Mm.
Brilliant. Should I just pass the time over to you guys?
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
but before that, I pass the time to Ben. Yeah, let's start. Yeah.
So yeah, a very good evening to everyone who watching our prop talk tonight, and welcome to our audience all the world. My name is Ben again, and thanks Lian for your good words. So in order to help our audience to understand better about this location of this hidden gem that we're going to talk tonight, I'm going to narrow it down first and to go to the spot that everyone know about it when they came to Perth. So this is a spot that every traveler or every tourist, they must go to this place, which is the harbor city Fremantle. So actually,
Mm.
what is the things that make this place or Fremantle so famous that it become a must-go destination for tourists or even the locals? So when we talk about Fremantle, people like me look at my size. We think about food, fish and chips, chili mussels, seafood chowder, and so many other varieties of food. And some other people might think about the Ferris wheel in Fremantle. And actually, Fremantle has a lot to offer, not only to the tourists, but also the public or the locals in Perth. So what can we do in Fremantle actually? Casually, we can take a stroll along the boardwalks at
Mm.
Fishing Board Harbour, or sitting pretty between the ocean and the river. Marines activity abound in Fremantle. You can get your camera ready or go a tour that watch a whale watching and get up close to the majestic humpback or southern right-back whale as they make their annual migration along the Indian Ocean. So Fremantle. Immerse yourself in the Fremantle Maritime Heritage at an architecturally designed WM Maritime Museum. This is all the place you can go. Or if you want mystery, you want adventure, you can go to the Roundhouse, the Fremantle Prison, and the WS Shipwreck Museum. That will amaze you with unbelievable tale of escape. Maybe the stories of ghosts and haunted stories. Yep. So you can wander so many things. Last but not least, every weekend you can wander around the colorful 100 years of Fremantle market with over 150 stores. That's a lot to take in, like foods, artisan wares, fresh fruits, treasure, and you can even see local performance just outside the Fremantle market. And if you are a very creative person and you want some inspiration, you can be inspired by the Fremantle Art Centers. That is free for locals or international tourists, which is housed in a magnificent Gothic heritage building. You can also pack the picnic sand or enjoy the beautiful sandy ground there. So in Fremantle, you will never run out of things to do. You can bring your family throughout the weekend, or you can just pack your own thing, go there, take your photos, take your camera there, because there's so many things, there's so many heritage buildings around there. Wow, Fremantle is really good and awesome place for tourists and local. But tonight, we are going to share more about the hidden gem, which is North Fremantle, a place that is great to even live in, which lots of people who say North Fremantle is a very magical location. And for those who want to keep one foot in Fremantle that we described earlier, that is really good, or they also want to have an easy access to the western suburb, that only the western suburb that can offers. For that, I will pass the floor to Derek to tell you a little bit about where is North Fremantle.
Thank you, Ben. When you talk about Fremantle market, I'm thinking about maybe I should go on Sunday to have the ramen in this tastes really good. And they have like a lot of food store in here. Is really nice. But before that, we talk about North Fremantle. I would like to share my PowerPoint. I show you about the map of Perth to show you. Hang on a second. Let me share my screen. Hang on. Yes. Okay. Can anyone see that?
Yes, we can see the map.
Cool. Okay. As you can see, I always say we are really lucky living in Perth because no matter where you live, and most of the area you can go to either like to the on the west side is the Indian Ocean or in the Swan River. Perth is they got a Swan River in the middle. That's why we always said north of the river or south of the river. So even though you go up to here, if you would like to go to the beach, and then you only have to take about 15 minutes drive in there. But there's something really interesting. If you would like to find one spot in Perth or the suburb in Perth, which is close to both Indian Ocean or close to the river, there's only one spot, which is in here, is in North Fremantle. You can't find anywhere else in Perth can have such a really unique location or suburb in Perth close to both ocean and river. So let's take a close look of North Fremantle, which is situated on the peninsula and with the Indian Ocean on the west side and also the Swan River on east side. So actually, another thing is quite interesting is North Fremantle is only bounding with the next suburb is called Mosman Park. And Mosman Park is the top 10 most expensive suburb in Perth. Yes, and before that, I can show you about the distance about the North Fremantle to Fremantle. It's just only 4 minutes drive. It's really, really, really close. And even you go to the CBD, which is only 15.4 kilometer, only 20 minutes drive, all the way from the Stirling Highway. You can all the way from Stirling Highway to the Perth CBD. And I just talked about the Mosman Park. Mosman Park is the top 10 most expensive suburb in Perth. even the newspaper said this is top 10 area in Perth is the area where even a lotto winner can't get you a home in there. So, and also just like Lara say is when I look at the map, go through all again, I say this is quite interesting of North Fremantle because this is only attached with or bonding with the Mosman part. Because sometimes we talk to one suburb, they always like to compare with your next suburb. And this is the only suburb I found which is only attached with the Mosman part. And Mosman part is the top 10 most expensive suburb in WA. So you can feel like when you talk to like where do you live on North Fremantle, where is it? Next to Mosman Park. Oh, you feel like something different. And I get the close look of the North Fremantle. It's really, actually it's a small suburb and it's really, really nice. And I highlight the Mackay Street in here is because and you can see the beach and we got the Leighton Beach and dog exercise beach and also the river on the right side. And Mackay Street is on the top of the hill. If you would like to go, because okay, you are in the beach side, and then maybe you can see the ocean view. But if you would like to see two view, ocean or river, here Mackay Street is the spot because it's on the top of the hill. So the next one is we would like to talk about the lifestyle of North Fremantle, and this part I pass it back to Ben to sharing
Thank you,
with us
Derek.
about.
Yeah. So
Yes.
So now that we know the location, so I think everyone do you have a mind, imagination of where is it? So what makes this suburb so special? So let's continue with the lifestyle in North Fremantle. So like Derek said, there's no place in Perth where you can live with both Swan River and Indian Ocean right on your doorstep. So basically, you are surrounded by water, and water in Chinese, we represent wealth. So this North Fremantle are surrounded with wealth. So it's so unique in a way that North Fremantle, there are mix of old and new line of streets whereby you have a carefully maintained heritage home to a recently developed apartments are placed side by side. And there's a comment that I always get a quote from the domain. North Fremantle is a tiny Perth suburb that giving local a taste of Melbourne. Okay, so this is quite a unique comment from the domain. So the unique shoreline along the river and the walking path from North Fremantle towards Mosman Park, the one that Derek showed, the Mackay Street, where you can walk with your dog or swim or even cliff jump. And sometimes you may also encounter amazing view, whereby you can see dolphin jumping on the river and near the beach where you can surf and relax, and along the beach line, Leighton Beach to be particular, where you can find coffee, beer, or even cocktail by the beach. So this is basically the life that we are all looking for. So in the center of the North Fremantle, you can find the Queen Victoria Street that offers everything basically from simple as burger, the tasty burger, to a high-end meal. And this is basically perfect for all kind of people here. So back to when we say Swan River and Indian Ocean right on our doorsteps, but how close can the beach and the river be? So in order to be practical, we are a very practical person, and to be responsible to our viewer, what we are doing is we are going to do a walk test, that which we already did the other day. And let's go through this walkthrough video so you have a mind, imagination, how close is this from Mackay Street to our nearest Leighton Beach. So yeah, it will take us 25 seconds to be exact. No, I'm just kidding. So basically, this is the time lapse between the Mackay Street towards the Leighton Beach, which is the nearest beach. Not to say the nearest beach, but across the west side. And it will take around 12 minutes for us to walk from the Wechat Street to the Leighton Beach. And of course, this is actually further than the river. So if you want to go to the river instead, it will be nearer. It probably take you 5 minutes to 7 minutes. I'm a very fat person, so when I walk, I took a very slow pace. So you might go even easy. I mean, faster. So basically, it might be hard. I mean, so when you go for the, I mean, it may be hard to imagine the lifestyle by just talking to you. So other than this walkthrough video, I'm going to play another video that actually we put together all the videos and put a summary on the lifestyle for North Fremantle. So let's look at that lifestyle video.
Oh, thank you, Ben. It's really nice. Yes, it's really nice. A lot of water. money.
Yeah. So basically, when you see the lifestyle video, I think everyone will fall in love with these places because it's just so nice. It's so laid back and chill, and I think it's just good for people from early retirement or a young professional. They all will like this place. But imagine when you wake up in the morning, you can actually walk to the beach, 12 minutes, 5 minutes to the river, jogging around that area, walk the dog, doing some yoga around that public area, drive to the nearby golf course or having a brunch at nearby cafe. So we have been exploring so much pros for North Fremantle, but is there any cons in North Fremantle? I would not say there's 100% suburb. So basically we have checked everything and we think North Fremantle have one cons whereby there's no supermarket in this North Fremantle. Okay, I can't buy grocery in North Fremantle. So, but I think is that a big concern because, like Derek said, Mosman Park just beside. There's grocery shopping just in suburb in Mosman Park. So I think we can easily go to the nearest suburb is Mosman Park, where you can basically find all the necessities around that area as well. So again, there's so much more going on with North Fremantle. I'm going to pass the remaining time, which Derek is going to talk to you all the figures. That's going to freak me out as well. So yeah, I'm going to pass the floor to Derek. Thank you very much, Derek.
The most exciting part is the figure. Yeah, thank you, Ben. Thank you so much. And when you talk about a supermarket, but actually what I'm keep thinking about, except you're living right next to supermarket, otherwise it doesn't matter. People in here, they drive anyway. So you drive to the closest supermarket. I think it's the Mosman Park IGA. It's only I think 3 or 4 minutes driving there.
All right.
Yeah. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, let me share my screen about some statistic. Hang on. Okay. Yep, see that? Can you see?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, cool. Let's make a quick one because like what Ben just said, and North Fremantle is a tiny suburb with the taste of Melbourne. Ooh. It's really interesting to hear that. And when I read the article, it's like the taste of like similar with the Port Melbourne. And because North Fremantle, they got a port in there. And the population is just only 3,003. And compared with Fremantle is more than a double, is 8,002. And the next suburb, Mosman Park, is 8,007. Compared to Perth CBD is 11,000. So North Fremantle is a tiny and a really quiet suburb. And about, okay, who is the ancestry in North Fremantle is 31% is English, and then is the Australian, and also the top country of born is in Australia, and after that is 8.8% is England, New Zealand, South African, and USA. So in short, if you would like to live like somewhere is feel really like in Australia and local, you can consider North Fremantle. Or if you would like to, okay, I would like to invest somewhere which is only for local market, it's also North Fremantle. And of course, like not surprised, in North Fremantle, 82% of people only speak English at home, and other languages spoken at home include Italian, Spanish, and French. And the most common occupations in North Fremantle, which is professionals, which doesn't surprise me. What surprised me is over 40%, 41.9% are professional, which is more than a double of average in Western Australia. So like and also like not surprised because of over 40% is professional, and the education level is bachelor degree level or about, which is over 40% as well. And come to the household income, they got so many, like what Ben said, water, well, yes, true, North Fremantle, nearly 30% of the household income is over 182,000 per year, which is considered really high income compared to Perth or even compared to the whole Australia. So here you are. So, okay, when we, like if I'm not going to live in here, I would like to consider just like an investment. So I have further information for you to consider. First, look at the age distribution, which is quite balanced. But the majority is the age over 50, just a little bit higher, which is 30.2%. And this is quite surprising me, is like the household, North Fremantle, the household is for those couples without children is nearly 50%, which is 48.6%, plus lone person is 23%. This combination is just like Perth CBD, but in Perth CBD, over 60% is rental. I'll show you the next slide. But in North Fremantle is quite interesting. It's only 35% is being rented, and also 1/3 is fully owned, which means they bought a house, there's low mortgage. And also another 30%, 1/3 is being purchased, which is under with the mortgage. I think one of the reasons is because they have a high income in that area, so that they can afford to buy a house. Even the median price is higher than the normal average in Perth. And other reason could be because when you look at the household tab, over 70%, which is couples without children or lone person, which is only the household is between one person or two person, which is perfect for apartment living. But when you look at North Fremantle, there's only 25.9% is apartment. What I call this one is the demand of the household is completely mismatched with the property provided in that area. So when you consider like for the investment or you would like to live in there, maybe apartment is the great potential, because actually there's not enough supply to fit in a supply in the North Fremantle, which is the demand in there. And also talk about the median price. The median price in North Fremantle, according to IQIWA, which is for the house, is 1.265 million. And for the unit is 830,000. And when we talk to the growth rates, this is for the 1 year. And when everyone said, oh, apartment is not going to grow. But interestingly, North Fremantle in the last year, the apartment performance is actually better than house. Last year, house increased 7.7% and apartment is 12.2%. And also, according to SQM research and gross rental yield in February 2022, and house is 2.3% and apartment units is 5.8%. And I just look around because on Wednesday, I go to the Google search about actually how many listing for rents in North Fremantle. At that moment, there's only 10 listing for the apartment to rent. From one bedroom is from $500 to $590, or up to 2 or 3 bedroom, which is $1,002 per week, the rental. And for the house, there's only 9 listing for the house for rent. The rent is from $650 to $1,750. That's why actually in North Fremantle, according to SQM research again, the vacancy rate is just only 0.9% compared to North CBD, which is lower. Perth CBD, actually Perth CBD is one of the lowest in the whole Australian capital city, which is 1.9. And North Fremantle is even lower, which is only 0.9% vacancy rate. Okay, around the school, I got a lot of inquiry about from Hong Kong and overseas. I would like to looking for accommodation on somewhere for my kids study in UWA. Okay, you can go to the Netherlands. Netherlands is UWA in Netherlands, but Netherlands is also top 10 most expensive suburb in Perth. And why not you consider a little bit further away, which is North Fremantle, is only 15 minutes drive, 10.6 kilometer. You can go to UWA. And also another, we have the private university in Perth, which is in Fremantle. Notre Dame University is only 9 minutes drive to there. And also they got actually North Fremantle. The public school zone is Shenton Park, and which is the top 1% secondary school in Perth as well. But if you would like to have consider like the private school, there's the one private school really close to North Fremantle, is the next suburb is in Mosman Park, which is St Hilda. It's ranked number 2 in the whole Western Australia. And another one is ranked number 14, is Presbyterian Ladies College. It's also private school. And also another one is also in Mosman Park and Iona Presentation College, which is ranked number 29. It's really also really close to North Fremantle as well. So there's a survey or research like from the Macrobus is like how convenience of each suburb, and this one is for North Fremantle. You can see the top school full score is affluence score, of course. When people like nearly 30%, the income is over 182,000 per year, which is not surprised to get the top score. And except for the HIP score, 8 out of 10, and the rest is 9 out of 10, including family score, lifestyle, convenience, tranquility, and communications, and community as well. So North Fremantle is like a tiny suburb, but government still put money on it. Is amazing. This is last but not least, the Australian and the state government have committed at 230 million to replace the Fremantle traffic bridge here, this one. And the development is going to like a new solution that will consider the needs for pedestrians, cyclists, road, river user, and the rail system. This is how they are going to make. They just like 2 new bridges will be built in between 2 existing Fremantle traffic bridge and the current rail bridge, which will be 4 lanes on road and 2 track on rails, and also the new pedestrian and cyclist path, so that in one day in the future, if you live in the North Fremantle, you don't have to drive to Fremantle, just cycling over there. And the construction will be expected start from this year and going to finish in 2026. So which means by the time 4 years, if you are going to get something, if you would like to invest or you would like to live in there, you get something now like off the plan, or like you're going to build a house in North Fremantle. By the time the bridge finish, it is the perfect time when you to move in there, or you got your investment property in there. So this is my sharing about the North Fremantle statistic today. So I pass back to Ben.
I
So
think we have
everything.
I think that's a very good statistic. Actually, it proved that there's so much potentials going on in North Fremantle, especially when Mosman Park is one of the top 10 most expensive suburb. And when North Fremantle haven't reached there, it has so much potential going to be there. That's what I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. So that's why, and with all the infrastructures that are going to be set into North Fremantle, and I think nowadays a lot of people, they actually change their vehicle as well. They don't really use car, especially nowadays when the petrol is so expensive. Even myself, I'm exploring e-scooter nowadays. It's just that there's not much in the market that can put my weight, but but I think it will be a trend that people is going to change their mode of transportation soon. So that's make how good the North Fremantle is. So for the time being, I think our presentation is until here, and we shall pass it back to Lian.
Lian, no time, come back.
Stop passing to each other.
Yeah, let's go to Fremantle on Sunday, and we pass North Fremantle to have a look. I'm really interested about the cliff jump. What is that cliff jump?
To be honest, I never been to the cliff jump. They just said it along that road, along that walk through. There's a cliff jump spot that I have never been through as well. It's just something that we research on the North Fremantle area. Yeah.
Yeah, like what I said at the beginning of this presentation, you will not presentation, the beginning of the prop talk, we will always learn something new. And even though we're doing a lot of fun things, but I'm still learning so much information from you guys this evening. When I look through what Derek was talking about, what sort of population is actually living there, I feel like I belong to North Fremantle. So 42% is professional, 41% degree holder. The average income is really high. No, I'm just joking. The only thing that I felt is the 50% couple have no children. Yeah. So when Derek mentioned about all those statistics, and let me start thinking about what sort of tenant is going to be there if I decided to invest in this area. So I'm thinking about, high income earner, young-ish, because they are probably around I'm not young-ish, like the sort of mature age from 35 years old all the way up to, older couple, say 60-ish. Yeah, so those are going to be my tenant. So there will be a very different type of tenant. And I'm just thinking about the lifestyle as well. If they're a professional earning a high income, they want something simple. They wouldn't want a backyard, to clean and then, mowing the lawn. They want lifestyle. So this area, it's a, if you want to have that type of tenant who are gentle to your properties, gentle to your properties. So that is what I was thinking when when Derek talked about the statistic. I was all very relaxed and enjoy when Ben talked about all the lifestyle, and then all of a sudden we have to digest all these numbers. But but it was really great. Rental yield, it's amazing, 5.8% for unit.
That's right.
For the 1 bedroom can up to $595 per week, and which is just advertising. Sometimes the Perth market now is crazy. Maybe you have to pay more to get your rental property.
It's amazing. So and then you were showing about the types of properties around there. There's not a lot of apartments building coming like established there, isn't it?
Established, yes, they have, and also have the off the plan is selling as well, and also they have couple of projects is ongoing. But Perth, when they talk and they get the DA, get the builder, maybe take another 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, especially at this time, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think we
Time.
did. Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
It's kind of a tricky one that when I can't mention anything about, but we have opportunity in the area. So if this evening, any of those information interests our audience here, and if you want to find out about opportunity to live in that area or invest into that area, give us a call. Our contact detail is actually on our screen. And if you, you can email us, leave us a message, or even in our Facebook, that chat room,
Comment. Yeah.
the comment area.
Yeah. Comment
Um,
area.
leave
I
us
mean,
a
if you have
Or,
any
or YouTube.
questions, just put the question in the comment area now. I think it's fine as well.
Yep. Just looking through, see if there is any question. I have Sue mentioned Fremantle is lovely. Thanks, Sue. That is definitely a what you call it, like a tourist destination. So everyone who come to Perth must visit this place. And looks like we don't have any question. Yeah, but we have a lot of audience this evening actually. That is
Thank you.
excellent.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. So next time
So
when you come to Perth, let's go to Fremantle, and then we can pass Lord Fremantle to have a look as well.
yeah, we can go eat fish and chips or go to market to eat ramen.
Oh, sounds
Ben,
good.
is there anything else you want to add in or mention, or Derek, before we end the?
That's all. Yeah, that's all for me today. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Thanks everyone to stay tuned in our prop talk.
Yeah. So guys, if you want the detail, to all the audience out there, if you want the information or the statistic about this area, do get in touch with us, and then we will send it to you. What was that?
Oh, about the next week. The next
Next week.
Wednesday, the Wednesday we are going to have another presentation about the NRES, NRES presentation, and also the following week we have another Friday Pro Talk. And the Wednesday is on IQI International Facebook page, and talk about the NRES property. And this is another great opportunity for the investor, for the investment. No matter it's for the local or for the overseas as well. So just look at our advertisement, join our IQI Australian Facebook page, and then you will pop up all the coming events. And also the following week, and we have another Friday Pro Talk as well.
Mm-hmm. So the topic on NRES, that is a special government incentive that the Australian government given to all the investor, tax-free amount of tax-free 11,000 of incentive to investor. So if you're looking to invest in a product that give you a higher yield with lots more cash flow, so this will be the presentation that you will not want to miss. Right.
Yes.
Let's do another quick check. Yep. My boss just remind me. Yes, next Wednesday for NRES. Yep. And the following, in 2 weeks' time, we will have another Friday prop talk as usual. That evening we are going to talk about a new investment concept. So that one is called core living. It's actually apparently is quite common in the eastern state, but that is kind of a newish concept in Western Australia, but is another good investment opportunity. So we are going to cover that. So for all the investors out there, locally or overseas, if you're looking for something different with lots more yield, higher rental yield and cash flow, that two prop talk not to be missed. So next Wednesday on NRES, and then in 2 weeks' time on the Friday on core living.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
We finished a little bit earlier. Once again, thank you everyone. Thank you Derek and Ben for spending the time this evening.
Thank you,
Yep,
Leanne.
I will see everyone in 2 weeks' time. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.